Through her relentless effort, Triss earned the favor of Instructor 4, who even took the time to personally train her. Her hard work paid off, and she managed to secure her place among the Dauntless. However, before she could become a full-fledged member, there was one final, grueling test, the fear simulation. Triss found herself sitting on the familiar testing chair, bracing for the challenge. In the simulation, Triss faced a series of bizarre and terrifying scenarios. Overwhelmed by fear, she instinctively hid in a body of water, only to accidentally complete the test in an unconventional way. Instructor 4 immediately noticed something unusual. Most initiates would methodically navigate through the simulation, but Triss had taken a shortcut, something only a divergent would do. Though he didn't explicitly say it, Triss sensed that her secret was exposed. Panicked, Triss sought out her former instructor, who revealed that their sibling had also been a divergent. They had been exposed during their test for showing abnegation traits and were pushed off a cliff by the faction leaders. Fearing for her life, Triss decided to flee the Dauntless and ventured into erudite territory, hoping her brother would help her return to their parents. But her brother, now fully immersed in the erudite way of life, coldly rejected her. The erudite valued logic and order above all else, and her brother insisted that Triss had made her choice and would have to live with the consequences, even if it meant becoming factionless. Heartbroken and desperate, Triss was surprised when Instructor 4 offered to help. He allowed her to enter his own fear simulation, revealing the key to passing the Dauntless test. Unlike divergents, who could manipulate the simulations, Dauntless initiates would stubbornly follow the clues step by step, no matter how terrifying the scenario. Triss realized that her unconventional approach had given her an advantage, but it also made her a target. Through 4's guidance, Triss learned to mask her divergence during the final test. She flawlessly navigated the simulation, leaving no room for suspicion. The erudite examiner, overseeing the test, was convinced and awarded her a passing grade. However, this was all part of a larger trap. The erudite had implanted tracking devices in the Dauntless initiates, using a chemical serum to strip them of their free will and turn them into mindless soldiers. Only divergents like Triss and 4 retained their consciousness. The controlled Dauntless soldiers were then sent to attack the abnegation sector. The erudite, jealous of the abnegation's influence and trust within the government, had fabricated a story about the abnegation harboring divergents as an excuse to eliminate them. Triss, 4, and a few others who had resisted the serum fought back, infiltrating the erudite lab and shutting down the system. The Dauntless soldiers woke from their trance, and the erudite's plan was foiled. But the erudite weren't done yet. A heavily armed squad surrounded the lab, determined to finish what they had started. With 4's help, Triss managed to escape. They boarded a train, planning to leave the city and live as factionless. For 200 years, the city had been their entire world, and now they were determined to see what lay beyond its walls. Using grappling hooks, they scaled the towering wall that enclosed the city. Reaching the top, Triss prepared to cut through the electrified barrier, but as she touched the wire, a surge of high-voltage electricity sent her flying, nearly knocking her off the wall.